Hello everyone, I am so excited to make a video today. I want to be honest, I have a podcast, The Intuitive Wanderess, and I really enjoy expressing myself behind the scenes. And in my attempt to be my authentic self, I am working through my limiting beliefs and maybe my doubts or fears about being in front of people, being fully seen, and sharing my insights. So today is our challenge to showing up authentically and creating a YouTube video. So I'm so happy with you all for being here with me. And I want to get started and talk about female. I'm not even going to say female desires, even though I will say that as a female, very much in her feminine energy, this channel is probably going to attract a lot of feminine women or women that are looking to tap into their feminine, divine feminine energy. But I don't want to exclude anyone who is interested in watching my videos. So today we're going to focus on desires, specifically on feeling desires. So I've been working on some different ways of manifesting and attracting what it is that I want. And I've noticed that sometimes I experience blocks in visualizing or getting really clear on what it is that I want. I don't know about you, but if you have experience in the past being a people pleaser or being very in tuned and empathetic to the needs of other people, it does tend to block you from recognizing your own needs or tapping into your own needs and desires and wants, which I use all of those simultaneously. I use all of those synonymously. But I have noticed that in being so in tuned with other people's desires, I tend to forget or neglect my own. And when it comes to a moment of saying, what is it that Asha wants? It takes me a second to really tap into that. I automatically jump into someone else's desires, or I maybe minimize my own desires because deep down I'm really considering the people around me. One of the beliefs that I've had to work towards is the belief that my desires are not only beneficial to me, but they're beneficial to those around me. Really understanding that and recognizing that my desires are not only important to me, but they're important to other people has relaxed me. It has brought me to a state of relaxation in my body so that I can trust that the things that I truly desire are okay to desire. Another thing that's been really, really helpful for me is I have stopped, when it's not clear, I do not force a vision. I do not force being super specific on what it is that I want to manifest, and more so how I want to feel. So when I focus on how I want to feel, then I feel like there's less resistance. I'm much more open to the possibilities of God, universe, source bringing me what it is that I'm asking for, or something similar so that I can feel whatever it is that I'm looking to feel. So let's look at an example. If I'm thinking that I am desiring relationship, right? If I'm desiring a relationship with a romantic partner, I could be very specific. I can be specific on the kind of relationship I want. I can be even specific on who I want to be with. I can be specific in many ways. But sometimes that can create a bit of resistance because we cannot control anyone but ourselves. So if we are really focusing on attracting a specific person or attracting a specific relationship, sometimes that can make us feel disempowered and stop us from realizing how powerful we are to attract what it is that we want. So, a hack, I guess, would be to scale it back and generalize on why you want this specific thing. So, if you want a specific relationship, for example, ask yourself what it's giving you permission to do. Is it giving you permission to feel loved, to feel excited, to feel desired, to feel safe? Any of those things. If that's the case, then make your true desire the desire to feel this way. When you make that your main focus, then you really get to spend your days finding and opening yourself up to how you can feel loved in this moment. When you're able to feel loved now, feel prioritized now, then you are allowing yourself to receive any possible way to experiencing that outside of yourself. So, a really good example is wanting to feel prioritized. Many of the times, no matter who you are, man or woman, when you are interested in someone and you want them to prioritize you, to desire you, to want you, you have to recognize that there's an opportunity to desire yourself, want yourself, and prioritize yourself. So, if that's the feeling behind the desire, then go ahead and spend your days focusing on how you can prioritize yourself. I love to prioritize myself, which is why a lot of the people in my life that care about me and want the best for me prioritize me. And I prioritize them based on how they prioritize themselves. It's just subconscious. So, some of the ways that I prioritize myself is I do things that are in my best interest. I cannot give to those if I haven't given to myself first. I don't have anything in my cup. So, a simple example would be in the morning when I wake up, I dedicate my morning to not checking my phone, not communicating with anyone, but to simply have time of silence, to stretch, to meditate, and to really reflect and kind of start my day with the thoughts that benefit me. Then, after I do that, that is when I become available to those around me. Sometimes we're lucky enough to have a lot of time to do that, and sometimes we may just have 5 minutes to do that. But it's so important to be intentional about prioritizing yourself, because when you do that, then you are able to allow and recognize those different opportunities where people are trying to prioritize you. That becomes attractive to you because you are a match to it. It's like law of attraction. So, that is what's been really helpful to me, is recognizing what's behind the desire, what's behind what it is that I'm asking for or hoping for. Instead of getting super clear on what the vision is supposed to be, allowing that to unfold naturally. Sometimes we have to experience some contrast in our lives. We have to experience the things that we don't want in order to recognize what we do want. And that's just a part of the creative process. Anyone who is creative in any sense, if you are an artist, you may have to draw something that you don't like in order to tweak it. If you are an interior designer, you have to move some furniture around and change the decoration to kind of get clear on what it is that you want. Recognize that it's a process and it's not a matter of just perfection or doing things where it's like, okay, I'm doing it right or I'm doing it wrong. You're consistently and constantly evolving. You're constantly growing and you're constantly getting clear on what it is that you need and want. But what is really helpful and what's very obvious in the now is how you feel. So take the moment to get clear, get very in tune with your body, and ask yourself, what is it that I need in this moment? What is it that I want to feel? And sometimes your mind will just start to give you those ideas, but if it doesn't, that's okay too. Allow those inspired actions, allow those ideas to come to you, right? So don't make this so difficult. I think one of the things that we do as people, especially as women, is we almost feel that we have to work hard to receive things. And the beautiful thing of our divine feminine energy is that we get to indulge in the attractive nature of our energy. We get to magnetize and attract things to us very easily. So I really encourage you to not make this into a to-do list, goal-oriented struggle task, but rather an opportunity to connect with yourself, to connect with your body, and feel your way through life. That is what we do as intuitive wanderesses. We feel our way through life. It gives us an opportunity to recognize that we are full of power, full of wisdom, and we continue to trust ourselves as we create the life that we want to live. So I will end this here, but I do hope that you all enjoy this video and have taken something from it. And yeah, until next time, we will speak again. Bye.